the Buddha as example for us. That's why the reflection on the virtue of the Buddha is reasonably recommended. That's one kind of guardian's meditation. So if you take long, all may take many hours, but we practice inside vipassana meditation. It's not necessary to make the recollection of this special quality of the Buddha as 1 hour, 2 hours. Just briefly, will be okay. And another one is the reflection on death. The reflection on death is death is certain, life is uncertain, as already know. Death can be faced anytime, anywhere. Now why should be heedless by indulging in a sensual pleasure and forget to do spiritual development? So everything in the world, including our life, are impermanent. No one can ensure you that your properties will remain the same or prosperous, and you will not die until 100 years of age. No one can ensure it. So we never have any agreement or paperwork with any supreme being or king of death at all. No agreement. We don't know where we have to go, depart from this world. We are like cattle being led to the slaughter. It's the being moved towards death every moment. Every moment, every second is close to slaughter. This means our life becomes shorter and shorter every second or every day. So sometimes think about that. Oh, it's my birthday. You say happy birthday. It's not happy birthday. It's not happy birthday, right? What's mean happy birthday? I don't agree with happy birthday. So 1 year shorter. Your life 1 year shorter. Suppose you're going to have 50 years. It's 1 year's anniversary. Happy birthday party. It means your life's short 1 year already. It's not happy birthday. But for the worldlings, that they say happy birthday, But I don't want to say that. Really, I don't want to say that. But sometimes we have to follow society, as the culture. This culture, right? This culture. It's not happy birthday. That's why we should readily prepare to face whatever the case is may be regarding our health, life, business, even family problem and so on. Ready for that. For instance, the businessman should not have such thought that he will gain success forever. Sometimes it is possible to be failed or lost. Gain and loss are natural. It's natural. Unfortunately, if his business is lost, he will not have suffered too much as he used to think about it initially. Otherwise, he had to go to mental hospital right away, maybe commit suicide. When they lost their business, right? Lost their family. They have the family problem. See a lot of people who don't understand it. They commit suicide. that he killed someone. So we have to think about it. By this reason, we should contemplate on the impermanence of all conditioned things, including our life. This impermanence and dissolution is really to be accepted. Accordingly, we have to buy different kind of insurance. We have to think about that too. Since nothing is sure in our life. If our life, health, and belongings, material things are considered to be sure, it is not necessary at all to buy, stuff, life insurance, health insurance, house insurance, car insurance, and so on. People just buy that, but they don't think about it. Why we have to buy about that? Because in the future, nothing is sure, right? It means nothing is sure. It's the nature of this conditioned things. Anyhow, for us, now it's the time to get ready for anything that might be happen in near future. As we don't know any prevision that how long our life is, maybe 30 years, or 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. No one knows that. We don't have any prevision just about our life. Certainly, after breathe in, is no breathe out. After breathe out, if no breathe in, it means we will die. And that's the very moment. We don't foresee what kind of disease we have to suffer and end of our life. We have so many diseases in this world. How many kinds you think? More than 1,000, I think. Even cannot mention their name. Right? So many diseases. So when we die, now we know that we don't have any prevision how long our life is maybe. And even we know one day we have to die. We don't know what age, what year. And we don't know what kind of disease you have to suffer. Heart attack, cancer, or accident. No one knows. No one knows that. Just think about that. And we don't know either what time, day or night, we will die. In the morning, or noon, or evening, or at night, or midnight. We don't know that. And after we die, we don't have any prevision where our bodies will be cremated or buried, as well as we don't know where we have to be reborn again. So 5 kind of things you have to remember that. Number 1, about your age. You don't know what age you're going to die. Number 2, what kind of disease you have to suffer and die. Number 3, you don't know what time or day or night, morning or evening you will die. Number 4, you don't know after you die where's your body will be cremated or buried. Some die in America, we have to take this dead body to China to bury it, to cremate, right? Even the cremate is in America, maybe they will take these ashes to other countries to bury it. No one knows. And especially after we die, we don't know, we don't have any prevision where we have to be reborn again. Do you know that? Where we have to be reborn again? As human being, in this human world, or heaven, or hell, as animal kingdom, no one knows. 5 kind of things, right? 5 kind of things. So, according to the uncertainty of our life, we need to practice meditation until we gain enlightenment, at least to reach the stage of the extreme entrance. Then sure that you will not be reborn in a state of mystery, sure. But you don't know yet what plane, what state you have to be reborn again. Just sure that you will not be reborn. It's the Wu state, the state of mystery. This means you will not be reborn as animal or the ghost, or demons, had being, at least human being, angel, and Brahma. Therefore, only practicing meditation is the best way to escape from this both mental, physical suffering from moment to forever. When you practice meditation for 5 minutes, you have no suffering, especially regarding about mentally, right? From moment to moment, you can get rid of all kind of suffering forever. Just before we sit meditation, we need to reflection on this death. Now we still have time, we are still strong, we still healthy to practice meditation. Especially what I'm talking about is 5 kind of things, it's not sure. Even still have your life. Means your health is not good and you cannot practice meditation. So now everything is still fine. It's after you make reflection of that, you have energy to practice meditation. So how many kinds of this guardian's meditation? 4, right? 4. You release your loving kindness, even briefly, for yourself. As may I be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings, may all my families be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this area, this city, this state, this country, this world, this universe be well, happy, be well and happy, and so on. As we already studied about that. Right? You may release your loving kindness to your parents, your teachers, your friends, your relatives, and all people around you to be well, happy, and peaceful. And then contemplate on impurity of your body. Otherwise you may attach to your body. And then reflection on the virtue of the Buddha, briefly, as our Supreme Teacher shows us the way, to follow his footprint, to be able to get rid of all kinds of mental defilement, and reflection on that, to have energy, to be this industrious. So after you contemplate on this 4 kind of sportive meditation, now you have to ready for practicing meditation or sitting meditation and so on. Here I would like to talk the requirements for meditators. Meditators who really want to attain enlightenment in this very life. There are 8 kinds of requirements should be followed. Namely, number 1 is the accomplishment of morals. Number 2, control of the senses. Number 3, is not to be found of business. Number 4, not to be fond of gossip. Number 5, not to be fond of sleeping. Number 6, not to be fond of society. Number 7, moderation in eating. And number 8, seclusion. First of all, meditators have to observe at least 5 precepts perfectly to have accomplished morals. They are abstaining from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, talking lie, and taking fermented liquors, drugs, intoxicants, and so on. If your moral conducts are not pure or accomplished, you cannot accept to obtain any stage of enlightenment, because morality is the foundation of concentration and wisdom. With the accomplishment of these moralities, concentration and insight are impossible to arise. By violation of any kind of the precepts, you will feel guilty conscience whenever you think about it. That's why 5 precepts should be observed firmly forever. In meditation retreat, meditators are required to observe 8 precepts for the sake of reducing sensual desire and having more time to practice meditation. The 8 precepts are: number 1, abstaining from killing. Number 2, abstaining from stealing. Number 3, abstaining from all kinds of sexual conduct. Number 4, abstaining from lying. Number 5, abstaining from taking intoxicants. Number 6, abstaining from taking food at an improper times. This means from afternoon to the dawn hour. Number 7, abstaining from dancing, singing, music, going to show, wearing garlands, purifying oneself with perfume and cosmetics. And also, number 8, abstaining from using high and luxurious seats and beds. The second one is to control the senses. This means to restrain your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Whatever objects appears to your sixth sense should not allow the attachment and anger and so forth to arise. In meditation retreat, you should act like a blind or a deaf, a dumb, and a that person by means of controlling your senses too. Briefly, it is meant whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think, don't give chance to attachment, hatred, and delusion to arise. Now, how to control the eyes? For ordinary people, usually like to watch TV, movie, show, boxing, even spend large sum of money for that. When they are seeing or watching pleasant objects, craving may be occurred. While seeing and watching an unpleasant objects, hatred may be arising. They may spend their times for watching the TV and so on, many hours a day. But for meditators, are not supposed to waste up their time for watching the TV and so on, too many hours. Instead, meditator should practice meditation to improve their mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom as they wish to achieve their spiritual goal. In nowadays, most people enjoy in watching TV as they concern much about the outside world. But pitifully, they forget to concern about the inside world for their own benefits. Inside world here means internal business, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. They even do not realize that every daily life regarding about their internal business, just attachment, hatred, ignorance, jealousy, agitation, frustration, and so on successively rise. Actually, such attachment and so on are the cause of suffering. For meditators, whatever pleasant or unpleasant objects comes to appears to the eyes, just consider that they are impermanent, just come and go. Otherwise, by using meditation techniques, when you see, be mindful of the seeing, then meant to know as seeing, seeing, seeing. By this way, will be no room for attachment, hatred, ignorance to rise. This means you control your eyes by means of reason and insight. Then heart controls the ears. Regarding about the ears, common people like to listen and hear a beautiful song, music, or a beloved one's voice, but dislike to hear disagreeable words or voices. Indeed, according to Abhidhamma, Buddhist philosophy, like and dislike are craving and anger, respectively. Therefore, for meditators, when happen to hear some song, some noise, or some sound, should not take considering as like or dislike. Every occurrence is not last long. It is impermanent. So, just know it as hearing, so that will be no craving and hatred regarding what you are hearing. As human nature, we cannot keep ourselves away from society at all. It is still necessary to deal with outside world, with someone else. Accordingly, we still have to see, to hear, to smell, to taste, to touch, and to think about so many things in the course of our daily life. Seeing and so on are inevitable. Therefore, don't let yourself to be as a slave of mental defilements. So that be mindful and contemplate on the objects is absolutely essential. How to control the nose? When you happen to get some smell from someone's spouse who are using perfume, may you like it, or you may not like such kind of perfume. If you feel that you like it, that means greed arises. If you dislike, that means at that moment anger arises. In the same way, when you get some smell from kitchen, depend on like and dislike. For general people, greed and hatred will usually arise. For meditators, to prohibit greed and hatred, we should consider that the arising of the smell is impermanent, is not last long, or by using meditation technique, just be mindful of it and know it as smelling. Greed and anger will not arise. How to control the tongue? When you eat and drink anything, just consider that all you are taking, while they are in your mouth, they become disgusted at once. Otherwise, by keeping your mindfulness on your eating, say to yourself as chewing, 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 swallowing, swallowing, swallowing. Then no attachment and anger will be arise regarding your eating and drinking. Just how to control the body regarding about your body when any kind of tangible objects such as clothes, chair, bed, sofa, car, and so on are touched with your body. Don't give chance to greed and hydras to arise. Impurity of our body and the impermanence of all material things should be contemplated. Whatever things are, come and touch. Just know it as touching, touching, touching. Don't consider it as a beautiful or an ugly, soft or hard. By considering and contemplating on touching, greed and anger would not be arise. How to control the mind? Concerning the mind, without practicing meditation, it has the tendencies to wander as its nature. Sometimes you may think about what you have experienced before. Just might note that thinking. When you reflect on the good things that you experienced, you might be smile by yourself. At that moment, greed will be arise. On the other hand, when you reflect on the bad thing that you have experienced, you may cry or make deep breath with emotion. At that moment, anger arises. Someone, when thinking about what they have lost recently regarding their business, power, position, beloved one, or new one, they might be greatly disappointed, depressed, and then may taking a poison and even commit suicide. That's why we should control or tame our mind by practicing meditation. It is the best way to overcome all kinds of mental defilements and suffering. The third requirement for meditators is not to be fond of business. It means when you are in meditation retreat, you are not supposed to do this, do that, which preparing food, gardening, making decoration, watering, and so forth. Even you are at home. Not to be found of business means such as playing game, watching TV, staying with internet, making decoration, enjoying in cooking and so on, without practicing meditation will be no way to achieve your spiritual goal. The fourth requirement is not to be fond of gossip, which talking too much about politics, about war, about movie, about family, and so forth. What is not regarded to morality, concentration, and wisdom at all. Sometimes you are talking with your friends for a few hours, which is useless for someone else. Even doing something or cooking, they like to talk to someone near them all the time, untired. If no one around, they may pick up the telephone and calling someone and talk. Actually, enjoying in talking is a great danger to the progress of insight. Therefore, should not be done by meditators. The fifth requirement is should not be found of sleeping. We sleep more enough in our life. When we were a baby, we might sleep about 20 hours a day. Normally, people sleep 8 hours a day. For someone, maybe more than that. Especially for meditators, should not be slept more than 6 hours a day. In meditation retreat, 4 hours of sleeping or resting is sufficient enough. Enjoying sleeping more than 8 hours a day is not the way to do at all for meditators. Indeed, we already spend so much time for sleeping in our life and get nothing from it because of enjoying in sleeping too much. We have to reborn and die again and again in this world. The sixth requirement is should not be found of society, such as go to the parties many often, enjoy with friends, and go to the concert, to the cinema, show, casino, restaurant, nightclub, and go to the zoo, go to the park for a picnic. Make an excursion to somewhere. That means you waste up your time a lot instead of doing spiritual development. Therefore, such kinds of actions should not be done by regular meditators at all. The 7 requirement of meditators is moderation in eating. We usually eat 2 or 3 meals a day, but not practice meditation 2 or 3 times a day. Everyone depends on food. Without food, we cannot survive. But for regular meditators, especially in meditation retreat, meditators should not eat as much as they can until full of stomach. We should reduce about 4-5 lumps or 4-5 spoons, then we can eat. The rest of it should be filled with water. If you eat as much as you can, in very soon you will feel uncomfortable or drowsy, will not be able to concentrate your attention on the object of meditation. Then you will become a slave of sloth and torpor or ignorance. You will not be able to make any progress of your mental development at all. That's why moderation in eating is required. The 8th requirement of meditators is seclusion. That means you should devote your time for mental development. During 24 hours a day, for regular meditators should at least practice sitting meditation twice a day, or at least not less than 1 hour each time. Meditator should also find times to practice silent retreat once a week, at least once a month, by using your day off essentially, by using your vacation to be beneficial. Devote your time for meditation retreat for a week or a month continuously in a year. Following these 8 guidances or 8 rules are indispensable for meditators who really would like to achieve spiritual liberation. I hope all of you be able to fulfill these 8 kinds of requirements and achieve your goal in this life. Now, I'd like to talk about the preparing before meditation. Before you start sitting meditation, to motivate your energy, mindfulness and concentration, you should reflect on some special virtues of the Buddha. Repassiveness of the body, inevitable of death and radiate your loving kindness to yourself and all living beings. They are called guardians, meditation, or protection, meditation, and also we can call it sportive meditation. Then ask forgiveness from others as well as forgive others and yourself. As a Buddhist culture, holding your hands in prayerful position and say, since so many previous existences up to now, if I have done wrong to the Buddha, to the Dhamma, to the Buddha's doctrine, the Sangha, the holy monks, the parents, the teachers, the elders, and the noble ones, by deed, speech, or thought, may all forgive me. I freely forgive anyone who may have hurt or insulted me. Also, I freely forgive myself. After you may asking forgiveness from others as well as forgive others and yourself, you totally free from guilty conscience and gain purity of mind. Then you'll be able to focus your mind on the objects of meditation. Accordingly, you will come to realize the nature of mind and matter as they truly are. According to the suggestion of old masters of Buddhist tradition, before sitting meditation, we should entrust ourselves to the Buddha by saying that during the training periods of meditation, may I entrust my body and mind, all my life, to the Lord Buddha. Because during sitting meditation, any frightful visions may be occurred by your state of mind, but you will not be afraid of. By encourage yourself that my body is already offers to the Buddha. So, I'm a son or a daughter of him. That's why no one can harm me at all. During contemplation, sometimes you may face intense, painful feeling. You may get disappointed and wish to quit your sitting meditation at once. And also, sensual desire and anger may come and disturb your concentration. In such cases, by considering that being a son, a daughter, or a follower of the Buddha, I must be patient, persevere on painful feelings, and my mind should be pure. Having impurity of mind is not deserved to be a follower of the Supreme Enlightened One. Also, is not a good meditator as well. Then your mind will become calm, serene, tranquil, and happy. Therefore, entrusting ourselves to the Enlightened One is the greatly suggested by the purpose of getting such kinds of results. From now on, I would like to talk briefly how to practice sitting meditation. First, you need to have a suitable place. Suppose you may not find a quiet place at home, but find a quiet town when someone else are sleeping or going up. To begin your meditation, sit down and putting one leg in front of the other without interlocking, pressing against the other. You may feel more comfortable by using this type of sitting. Putting your right hand on your left hand, place them on your lap, or place each of your hand on the top of each knee. What kind of position you sit? The important thing is to keep your upper portion of the body erect. Don't sit leaning against a wall or other spot. Breathing must be normal. Don't make breath quick or deep. If you do so, you will get tired very soon. Just relax the mind and body as much as possible. Then close your eyes and focus your mind on your nostril. Most of meditators focus their mind on both spiration in breath and out breath, and abdominal movement, rising, falling, as their primary objects. Whatever method of meditation you are practicing, if it consists into for foundation of mindfulness, is correct way, because the Buddha taught that this for foundation of mindfulness is the only way for the purification of beings, for the overcoming of sorrow and limitation, for the cessation of pain and distress, for the attainment of the supramundane part, and for the realization of Nibbana. What kind of technique you follow? If it is the right technique, you will reach to destination, like you come to this Chaiya meditation monastery. You may come from the east or the west. Either way, this is fine. Finally, you will reach to this meditation monastery. In the same way, either way of right technique that you practice will lead you achieve your spiritual goal. You can try either one of those on the nostril or on the abdomen. What you think is the more comfortable and easy to gain concentration. If you take breathing in, breathing out as your primary object, be mindful on your breath. You may feel a sensation of the air at your nostril. Try to see the in-breath and out-breath as two separate things, not just the same breath in and out. When you inhale, make a mental note as breathing in. While you exhale, make a mental note as breathing out. For someone who feels that focusing the mind on the nostril seems to be difficult, not clear, should keep their mind on the abdomen and be mindful of the rising, falling movement of abdomen. When you breathe in, your abdomen will rise upward. Then be mindful of the rising from the beginning to the end by making a mental note as rising. When you exhale, your abdomen will fall downward as its nature. Then be mindful of the falling from the beginnings to the end by making a mental note as falling. During your sitting meditation, you are not supposed to think about something in the past, what you have experienced, and think about something in the future as well. Even expect to experience something strange, to see special vision or whatever. You should really focus on the present object only. The rising and falling of your abdomen and the noting mind should be arised together simultaneously. If you feel painful feeling any part of your body, Be aware of it. Focus on the place of that pain. My mental know pain, 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 pain. For a while. You have to be patient and mindful of it. Actually, pain is a very good and strong object for meditation. Stay with it as long as you can. Try to see it as pain. Don't identify pain with yourself. If you cannot bear it any longer, just ignore it and go back to the rising, falling of your abdomen. Or you may move and change your position to ease the pain, but not the intention to change. Be mindful of every movement involved. Then go back to your main object. However, you try to keep your mind on your primary object. Your mind should be wandering according to its nature. If you realize that your mind goes out, just say to yourself, going up, going up, going up. If you plan to do something in the future, just make mental note as planning. If you stuck to someone in your thought, just make a mental note. Talking. If you remember something in the past, just make mental note as remembering. If you think about something, just make a mental note, thinking. If you attach to something in your thought, just make a mental note. Attachment. You will get angry with someone in your thought, just make a mental note. Anger, or angry. When you feel happy, must be observed as it is. Make a mental note, happy. If you feel unhappy, sad, you must be observed as this really is, and make a mental note, unhappy, or sad, and so on. Here, you should be careful at this point. Your noting mind must be energetic and precise, somewhat quick, not and slowly. Briefly, whatever mental, physical activities appear at the present moment should be noted. Be mindful of them. By constant noting, by uninterrupted mindfulness, will give rise to deep concentration, which in turn gives rise to wisdom. you will see the end of the arisings and disappearings, so-called the end of suffering. May all of you be able to practice this insight vipassana meditation and realize the Four Noble Truths, at least become as extreme enterer in the near future. Thank you for your listening.